Okay, so our first graph, it's an absolute value graph. There is an arrow on the left-hand side and an arrow on the right-hand side. That means your domain is negative infinity to infinity. In set notation, you write this as all real numbers. It can be any number you can think of. Every x value is on those lines. The point 2 is on the line, point 1 is on the line, 0 is on the line, negative 1 is on the line. A real number is basically a number that's on a number line. That includes 1, 1.1, 1.2, 1.0001, any number on a number line. That's a real number, okay? Okay, so this includes every single number you can think of on a number line. And it goes on forever, so it's all real numbers. Your range, remember, you read the range from the bottom to the top. So the bottom, they're both facing down, so that's negative infinity. And then the very top of this graph is at 1. So that is your range. The way you write this in set notation, you do braces. You write y, because range is your y values, and a line. This is how you always set up set notation. Except for when it's all real numbers, you just write an R. Okay, so guys, look. Do you see how everything is below the 1? There is nothing up here. Okay, so how I'm going to write this is all the y values are less than or equal to 1. They are below 1. Let's do the next one together. Okay, so domain always starts on the left-hand side. So guys, on the left, there is not an arrow, so it will not be negative infinity. The far left is right here, and where is that? Negative 6. So everyone write a negative 6, and there should be a bracket in front of negative 6, because that's a closed circle. Now, let's continue reading from left to right. I'm moving along. Something's happening here. There's an open circle here, but it does not matter because there's a closed circle also at negative 2. So we can ignore that. Let's keep moving. Okay, at 4, something's happening. There's an open circle at 4 and a closed circle at 4. Because it is still closed at 4, just ignore it. Keep moving. Okay, last thing is at 8. So everyone write an 8. Will I put a parenthesis, a bracket? What do I put? Good, because this is an open circle. That is how you write the domain. Okay, now let's write it in set notation. We'll do the braces, X, and the line. This means all of the X's so that the X's are between negative 6 and 8. Notice the negative 6 has an equal sign on it because it was a closed circle at negative 6. However, this symbol is just the less than symbol. No equal sign underneath because that 8 was open. That is how you write it in set notation. Now we're going to do the range. Whenever you read the range, you start at the bottom and you move up. So the very bottom is down here. Where is that? Negative 7. So guys, write bracket negative 7. Now let's move up. When I move up, look, there's an open circle right here at negative 2. But we can ignore that open circle because there's a solid line that's going through negative 2. It's okay. There is a point right here on the line that's negative 2. Okay, there's an open circle here, but we can ignore it because there's a solid line over here. Okay, there's an open circle here, just ignore it because it's closed right here. So the highest it goes is right here, which is 9. So your range is from negative 7 to 9. So write the braces, y, such that your y values are between negative 7 and negative 9. They are always gonna face the same direction. Oh, sorry, positive 9. Thank you. They're all gonna face the same direction. Because -7 is less than or equal to 9. They have to face the same way to make sense, okay? You should never have it looking like this. They should never look like this, okay? They have to face the same direction. All right, let's try another one. Let's try the one with the curves. Let's do this one, number 4. Okay. Okay, domain, you always start on the left side and you move to the right, just like you read a book, left to right. So on the left side, where is it? It's at -6. There's an open circle. Do I have to think about it? Why not? Because it's closed right here. So at -2, yes, there's an open circle, but there's also a closed circle. Let's just ignore it. Keep going. Okay, something's happening here. Can I ignore it? Yes, because it's open here, but it's closed here. Because it's closed, just ignore it. Keep going. Okay, so this is where we end. We go from -6 to 8, and this will be a parenthesis on the 8 since that's open. So your set notation, braces, x such that x is greater than or equal to -6, but less than 8. Now let's do the range. Remember, when you do the range, how do we start? At the bottom. So here's the very bottom, and what's that y value? -7. So everyone write -7. And let's keep going up. I see an open circle here. Do I have to think about it? Nope, because there's a solid line right here. Yes.